Death and taxes. Let's go. I think we are pretty close to the end because it's a month, I think. And we're already on day 25, so we probably have just the last week.
Psst. Hey, what, pray tell, happened to the world?
Oh, I forgot about this stupid cloud. I'm a failure? No. The humans deserve what's coming for them? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what happened to the world.
Sure you do. It's the culmination of all your choices.
Is it really?
Do you know the story of the Wyvern and the Prince Consort?
No.
Of course you do.
Do I?
A young, quick-witted Prince Consort was once kidnapped by a Wyvern. Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the Wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions.
I see where this is going.
They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the Wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
Is the voice trying to tell me that fate is about to kill me and just do a... Am I the queen? Am I the prince? Of course I'm the prince.
Yes.
I knew it! You would have answered yes to any one of those.
Yes.
Oh, you bitch.
It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learn the lesson. We are thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
You think? Oh boy. Ding. Did we buy anything from here?
How many times have we met?
Too many.
I lost all count.
Fancy suit. Oh. Oh, I'm just 100 short. Ah, well. Alright. So, do we have anything new? I don't think so. And my cactus, I have my light, my radio, my calendar. We have 4 days left. Got my fidget spinner. And what's happening over here? Crow news. Historic ranch lost to fire in extreme drought. No suspect foul play. Okay, well. Does it matter then? Crow news. Local woman chokes on a waffle and dies. Serves you right. I remember you. I remember the waffle hater. What was she eating waffles if she hated waffles? Huh? What was she doing with a waffle in her mouth? Parliament to discuss waffle ban. How dare you? Do not. Is there a politician here? I'll kill you. Local pig farmer breeds perfect pig and becomes a millionaire. Oh, good for him. Famous burger joint, Saint Bonks. Bonks. Under scrutiny by Ethic Commission. What the hell? What did they do? Genetically modified crops proven to be a hoax. Use natural fertilizer. Good, yeah. That'll, oh my god, coins. There's a letter here. Whoa, Grim, oh dear, the oceans are boiling. This is certainly going to affect international trade. Wait, is that real? 6 humans have to die. I'm not listening to fate anymore. I'm gonna say whatever I want. Whatever I want. For example, we have Saif Hanan, a boxer. He's been hitting the punching bag a lot lately, living out the many frustration of their lives, on them being lower than expected results in matches of late. On the side, we've grown more interested in the unusual simulation world hypothesis. Oh, nice. I like that. What did that do? Not much. Ahmad Zakaria, farmer inventor. Ahmad has never really been happy with the status quo. As in, with whatever they currently happen to have. They're always aiming higher and further, experimenting in various different fields in order to find new ways for even more productive crops. Yeah, sure. Kill him. I already failed the mission, by the way. Ashley Deal. Train conductor. Choo-choo! All aboard the best train ever, whichever train Ashley is conducting. They constantly broadcast uplifting messages and joke, brightening the passenger day. Die. I want utter silence in my train rides. Vasily Aroldo. Vasily has been serving tables since they enrolled in college. To pay the tuition fees, they constantly dream of a better world, longing for the childhood, simple times. They plan on taking a gap year after finishing college to see the world. Ah, good for you, Vasily. I hope you're gonna do well in your journey. Vanna Goksu. Okay, retired. She's a person of simple pleasures. They're living out of their retirement in the rural areas of Cosmopolis, waiting for not much else than the sun to rise the next day. They enjoy reading science fiction books and crafting lucky charms. Yeah, you can live. Ildo Sylvia. Radical climate scientist. As the world oceans grow more hostile, Ildo? I don't know. Has undertaken a top-secret solo mission to nuke what is remaining of the polar ice caps in a wild attempt to cool down the planet. Ever since being a young student, they have always dreamed of saving the world and being completely misguided in how to do it. I feel like you're not gonna nuke the polar caps tonight. Sorry. Can you imagine if that was actually the solution, though? Henny Vivek. Vivek? Vivek. Who's Vivek? I heard that name. Vivek. Morrowind. Isn't he one of the 3 Dark Elves gods? Anyway, Henny is a life of crime has been Henny's life since they were born. Part of a gangster family, they have taken flight with too much of the supposed shared wealth and are looking to spend the rest of their days in an apocalypse bunker. And is being actively haunted by the rest of the family in a vendetta. You know what? Live in your bunker, man. I'm sure you'll look fine. Is he even gonna say anything that I fuck this up majorly?
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts.
Sure. That's why I'm here, apparently.
Should my prose be more experimental? Or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques?
Well, words cannot express how little I care. I mean, experimental, sure. Maybe you're gonna invent a new narrative technique. I don't know.
Grand, yes. The exploratory aspect can lead me across the boundary. You are still here, Grim?
Yes.
I guess you want to talk about work?
I mean, we don't really
instead?
need to, considering I fucked up big time.
Fine.
Uh-oh.
Let us take a look at the situation.
Uh-oh.
My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts.
It's not my fault.
Everything is on fire, while ice invades from the polar zones. How did that even happen? Endless mountains of trash, undrinkable water, unbreathable air, toxic pollution.
I mean, I don't think what I did had an impact on this. I'm not sure.
The ultimate ecological masterpiece. And in the center of it, Kathleen Holmes.
Kathleen Holmes?
I never knew a human could be this destructive.
Who's this one?
What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all.
I can't seem to make a difference. That is true. I want to make a difference, but I literally just said it. I don't think that it made any.
Are you sure you are trying hard enough?
Yes!
What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
I don't understand what's going on. 0 money. Well, I guess,
Ever wonder if there's a way to do things differently?
Yes. Every day of my job life. Good news, self-proclaimed survival experts and billionaires flee to disaster shelter as global catastrophe grows. Okay, he's safe. The Ranger scientists crushed by stolen nuclear warheads in Cosmopolis Harbor. Authorities utterly baffled. Oh, thank God. World leaders warn of radicalization as disaster looms over human habitats. Yeah, it's bad. Local fast food establishment ignores corporation orders and distributes free food for the needy. Good, very good. Experimental farmer arrested for poisoning hectares of farmland with homemade fertilizer. Oh shit. Land unusable for years to come. Oh, that's my bad. I thought they would do good. I mean, I guess I have to leave the experimentation to actual scientists, huh? A star on the rise, promising young boxer wins first tournament. I found inspiration in the simulation world theory, they said. You just have to realize the world is not real. Ah, yes. Charity auction to take place in rural Cosmopolis. Bring your friends. I hope you read this post-haste. This is a first. An entire continent has turned into desert. There were not many humans left there, but now it's the final hour. Oh boy. Ryo Kobayashi, politician. Ryo has been aggressively advocating for a new radical policy which completely eliminates all taxes. Any and all vocal opponents are mercilessly mocked. I mean, what did taxes ever do for us anyway? I mean... It looks pretty evil to me, right? I mean, we cannot let him do anything to poor taxes. Taxes did nothing wrong, right? See? See? Good. Taxes apparently bring money and peace. Yes. Gaetana Anna Lotus. She's a CEO. Nicknamed Gal, was groomed from an early age to take over the family business, which happens to be one of the largest food and beverage companies in existence. In their free time, they enjoy long-distance hiking and survivalist exercises. Okay, what's the other one? Mavis Undergard, retired. She's a grandparent and strange grandchild named Guy, with whom they seek to reconcile. After retirement, they moved to a calm country home, where they spend most of their time knitting. They own a marvelous collection of porcelain. Peace, of course. Taxes bring peace. So obvious, Hexa, come on. I mean, if they go along so well with death, right? And death is eternal peace. So, I mean, taxes can't be too far off that, right? I'm not gonna take a few thoughts. Well, I did it for you. What do we think about this one? Oh, they had to censor her face. She's probably evil. Oh, actually, killing her didn't change anything in the world. Okay, good. Isn't it sad? If your death changes nothing in the world. It's a bit sad, isn't it?
Hello, Grim.
Hello, Fate.
I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, How goes it out there in the wilds?
Well, it's just properly spiraling out of control now. It's going, fine. Yeah, totally fine. No problems whatsoever. Fine.
Fate unconstrained, with nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible power, yes?
It really does, yeah.
Endless rows of industrial smokestacks pumping out poison, chemical waste pooling into the groundwater, a total collapse of the biosphere. My, it truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation.
Maybe I can still find a way.
All seems to be outside our timid grasp already. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
I mean, let's be honest. We have to save humanity. Because if there is no humanity, there is no job for good old Grim Reaper here. You know? Is it a planned department? Not if everything dies because Earth becomes a polluted mess.
Time's running out, friend.
They're all gonna be dead by the time they repurpose me. I remember they talked about the planets department though. Maybe I could branch out to interplanetary. What is interplanetary here? CEO of Best Food Incorporated found dead in their home with a gunshot wound to the head. Investigation going on, huh? Unrest grows as world population faces imminent collapse. Insanely thorough science report shows mankind is utterly doomed. Well then. Unbeknownst to themselves, human society has finally collapsed. Whatever normalcy and humanity was left in the world is now swiftly fading. The few remaining humans have to die. Okay. David Long is a student, enrolled in the university to learn computer science. As of late, the grades have been dropping. Instead of studying, they become absorbed by the recent hypothesis of the whole world actually being a very convincing simulation. I want to enforce this simulation theory. Yafakiri, a scientist, finally gathered enough data to postulate that humanity is completely unable to cope with recent ecological changes. They recently published their work on social media in hopes of leaving warning for the next generations, if there are any. You're gonna just send everybody into despair, so I'm gonna have to kill you. But damn, lady, you look good for a 64 years old. Well, that was an easy day. Hang on, I saw that.
You've done well, Grand.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Nope, doesn't work. We lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent. So, what comes next?
You're the chatty one, so tell me how to fix it.
Too late. Unless you cobble together a bit of temporal manipulation. Hop over to a different reality and do better. That'd really be something.
I'm uncomfortable with the idea of multiple dimensions.
I'm sure multiple dimensions are uncomfortable with the idea of you as well.
Yeah, they probably are, yeah.
Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for.
Fine. It's fine.
Swallow the bitter taste of regret when the only way is forward. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never leave you. As long as there is a you, there will be us. Until the next round.
Oh man. I feel like we're about to get a bad ending. I'm gonna have to check after we're done.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now.
Well, then not a catastrophe.
An immaculate execution. The work of an artist. The planet is virtually uninhabitable. The few remnants choking on noxious air. It is the last gasp of humanity. Slowly going out.
Honestly, I think I did everything in my power to actually save the planet, though.
It is a bit of a somber moment, now that I think about it. I have been with them for so long. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion.
I fail to see how that is more crucial than humanity going, going. So when do I get to read it, though?
Soon enough. Patience, my friend.
Alright.
Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
Oh. That doesn't sound particularly good. Oh well. The last human must die. We come to it the last. Only one choice left to make. Is this the last human? Who's... I mean, it doesn't look like it since Chronews is still writing. Chronews signed up for a weekly newsletter. Science Today. The simulation hypothesis brings in a couple of new disciples. Scientists still amused. Fate News. Feel the night creep inside our bones. Let us stop and wait until we freeze together. Oh. Last human, Tobias York. One last living entity, stumble across an endless wasteland, drawing her final breath. I mean... Is he gonna die anyway?
The last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose?
Spared. A final act of defiance.
As you wish. It does not matter. One human is not enough to save the species, after all. But we ought not prolong the suffering of the last one. No need for such cruelty.
I think you were behind it all, somehow?
That would seem fairly obvious by now, I gather.
Yes.
The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity. Not a bit.
I mean, we're on the same page here, but...
But why, you ask?
I didn't, but sure, go ahead. But why?
I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence. These humans. The endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony that I cannot escape. That we cannot escape. Do you know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself. I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all...
You mean I can go to vacation now?
Then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, I helped the great dying along.
I mean, I'm gonna call the
Piece by
syndicate if
piece.
I can't have my vacation.
No need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away.
And I was your trusted minion? Well, you should go me. Never saw this coming. I actually did. Total annihilation because you feel bad. Wow, that's some egotism. That kinda is.
Your hollow judgment is insignificant at this point.
Well, I mean, I'm your only reader. Who's gonna read your book now?
Off you go, Grim. do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
Huh. Okay. Society's falling. The world exploited. If it ends up being a simulation, I'm gonna be so happy. Humanity wiped out. As you powerlessly wait to fade away. Did he fire me? I hope not.
Fellow traveler,
Hey,
that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The
Me?
world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so
oh
to
my
speak.
god, there is a parallel
There
world.
ye will again
Damn it.
find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.
The end or a new chance? Okay, let me actually see if there's multiple ending. I guess at this point there are. But if it's just two... What the hell? Death and Taxes has approximately 30 possible endings. And many of them are based on invisible values. These values are ecology, prosperity, health, and peace. Every time a person is marked to die or to live, some of the values will either increase or decrease. On the day 28th, ending will be decided based on my score. Man, I did that bad, huh? Let's see. Peace, prosperity, ecology, and health. Apparently, I got the absolute worst ending. To be fair, 91% of the people actually got that ending, so... That's a pretty high percentage. So my ending was the chaos ending. Two simultaneous low stat endings. So I got too low in some things. I don't know. There's pretty much two other endings: Utopia and Balance. And I got the Fired Grimm's ending. I see. It was the easiest end to achieve, apparently. I'm reading the other ones. I'm deciding if I want to see them or not. Oh, the mirror is definitely an ending. Oh, so the red human profile we got that one time. That was a mirror quest. I didn't know. I mean, this seems all way too complicated to replay perfectly. Because there are stats for every single human individual based on whether you kill them or you let them live. Like, I have a ginormous list of names here. To get this ending, you need to purchase the magic mirror, talk to it every time possible, comply with schemes through the red profiles. As you list below, show the days you can interact with the mirror and the red profiles. And that gives me a different ending, but at the same time, I do have to get an ending based on the stats. So I have to end up with at least 2 high stats. That's pretty rough. The composer? The one and only apparent master of melodies, sorcerer's rhythms. I mean, this guy gets it. The music in this game was great. Writer scientist. She's a scientist during the day, active writer at night. Has a similar fashion sense to the Green Reaper. Well, then you have to live, Kadri. Are these the credits? I think they are, yeah. Lynn Kunap? Creative lead, digital artist. A cheerful lead of Death and Taxes makes a lot of the goodest art for the game. They really love cats. Meow. 100% yositivity, 0% nositivity. Thank you for playing our game. Much love. Oh, come on. I gotta let you live now. Marcus, a writer, IT specialist, robot master, and developer. Mega talent. In the spare time, they read a lot of books and write poetry. Yeah, well, get to live. Good job, good job. Martin, perpetually surly writer of words, phrases, sentences, and paragraphs. No sense of humor, 100% grump. Live. Otmadis Ozlit, programmer. I mean, good job on programming, because just the fact that you are a programmer should give you a permanent pass for everything bad in life. A talented artist who created much of the stylish visual for the game. Live. Douglas, gracious actor who had the voice. Oh, good stuff. The voice of Fate. Yeah, that was good. Isaac, the voice of Mortimer. Yar, shiver me timbers. Alright, you get to live. Bonnie was the voice of the mirror, so my conscience, I guess. There you go. Thank you for your help and support. Alright, well, that was pretty good. We can technically do a new game plus, which means we probably it probably skips to.
Fine. What? I am Fate.
We meet again.
I am the. We have not.
Yeah,
met
it's
before.
like accepting the other
Are you
coin.
feeling well? Welcome to your new. I know. As it is your first day, try to get to know the system. Oh, one more. 1 week to show us what you are made of.
I think if there was a way to
Reaper.
skip faster through the dialogues and everything, I would probably play it again and see how it goes. I have my money, I have my items. Ah! Hang on a second though. These now tell me what happens if I let them live. Because I already did it last time. Oh, that's interesting. What do you think? Should we try to get a different ending? Like a good one? It's probably gonna take a while. But I feel like with this now, it's gonna be easier than checking through the list. Still seems like a lot of time. It kind of does, yeah. For what is just a couple of different slides at the end. I think we did our... We got our ending. It's canon for me. I fucked up. I killed the world. Whoopsie. I got fired as well. Oh man, that's the one that stings, actually, getting fired. Anyway, this was Death and Taxes. We finished very early today.